What is on, guys? This is Ken again from Cybercron. Good day to you all. I hope you all doing great. Right now we are going to talk about our software. This has been one of my projects that I created, formerly known as Yukon. I changed its name to 404mon for the next patch. So right now let's call it as 404mon. Okay, so what's 404mon? It's a URL monitoring tool that would help you with threat intelligence investigation, server downtime monitoring, and information for site takedown for potential phishing or malware site. If you have seen my previous video where I made a programming tutorial that monitors a site's accessibility or a certain feature from our software, which is Spider, this is the upgraded version of that said module. Well, to give you an idea or to give you a sample run of what I'm talking about, I'll show you the functionality of it now. So basically, let's say we want to check this site right here. It only gives feedback if a certain URL is accessible, but it's not a monitoring. It's a check, right? It checks, it validates a certain URL. So 404mon is a monitoring. Say you are tasked to monitor 500 URLs and check and validate if a certain URL is up or not. So by this, as a IT security professional, experience-wise, this website sometimes goes up, it sometimes goes down, sometimes defaced, sometimes reappear again. So there's an up and down of a certain malicious site. When you task to monitor these thousands of URL or these thousands of wanted URL from your organization, 404mon will aggressively track those malicious domains.
So let's now have the rundown of this application. So it's starting up now. So as you can see, let's discuss the difference of this tool to other monitoring tool out there. So first of all, Yukon has the intelligence to know if a certain site is not only down but a redirect or just an expired web page. So you can have this as you can see, some 301 error right there. It's just saying that that particular domain is a park or a redirect to a certain site. Alright. And also, the second one is that it can provide the exact reason why a certain web server is down. Thus, the tool performs its own root cause analysis, which is cool. So, you can see some reasons here. For example, this one, right? This is not accessible. So, you have the reasons there. It says that the max retries exceeded in a certain URL. So once that is met, my tool ping a certain web server. What that means is that the threshold of the request from my program to the web server exceeded its max retries. To save one's curiosity, the root cause would be there. So let's give me some example there. In this entry, as you can see, majority are having a max retries and they can't ping the server. That's why my program concluded that that web server is not accessible for now. And that's one of the reasons, or that's one of the root cause. So this one is different. It also saying that it failed to establish a new connection to that web server and all that. The three-way handshake is not made. And the third one, our tool has no limit on its user input. You can input 1,000 of web servers or URL in a text file for monitoring. The fourth is you can set the monitoring on a scheduled basis. So scan will be conducted, depends on the time you input on the tool. So there's also a scheduler for the task to execute the monitoring of the URLs. So it's really an automated one. So there's no need for you to manually execute or manually run the program. It will automatically create a task to the Windows scheduler. 404 Mon is one of my software project. I am planning to make this even better in terms of the speed. So as I've said before, the URLs are stored in a text file. Here's the text file. Tool is monitoring. There are 400 websites right here. So all will that do is that our program will create a connection to all this site and provide a feedback if it's accessible or not. Provide certain responses. Provide certain responses to this website. The text file also is named as is it down 3. You can also rename that to anything you wanted. For now, I have it as is it down 3. So this can be found on the source folder or the program installation folder. So you have it there. These are the texts. These are the input text right there, and this is the executable file for the program, which I have not updated yet. And this is the script, so you can tweak it if you wanted. And this is the log file. This is where once this is done, all of the result from here will be stored in the log file. And also, since you are concerned of those sites that are still accessible and can still do some malicious tasks, these accessible sites are then stored to another file. This is in which the file name is accessible sites.txt. This is where all the sites that are accessible is stored. Okay, and right now we're in 383, and I think the program's about to end. Just said here that the program executed well. Let's get right into some of the results. So here you go. There is a sample run. We have this covidtimetransport.com is not accessible, but the reason here is connection aborted. So an existing connection was forcibly closed by the remote host. Obviously, this means that this particular server right here does not accommodate any bots. So I think our program has been detected as a bot. So that's why the three-way handshake is not completed. Thus giving us this error. But I think that will be improved in the next patch. I will create a bypass through this problem here, and hopefully our program can have a successful request to any of these websites. So you can see majority of the sites are accessible. So all of these are stored in the accessible.txt. Also, we can see some redirects here. So some of these are park domain or redirects to from a web server or to a web server. We have 406. We have this. So target machine actively refuse it. So this is simply not accessible. The donation for corona.com, and the process took less than 15 minutes, as the program runtime and execution would also depend on how powerful the program is installed on. For some, if you have better specs machine, it might take you a little than a minute or two. So I think the program has executed all the website well. And let's check the log file. And here is the log file. Yes, it does printed it all out. There you go. So, as you can see, it's 800 plus, but the website is only 400 because I've executed the program more than twice. So that's gonna be it for now. Just a brief discussion about this tool. and in the future I'll be making an update for this one, because I think this is a I think this simple tool would be a big help on our goal, that is to automate security operations. I'll be posting updates of this from my websites, Facebook page, and here on YouTube. So you guys stay tuned. And also if you like this video, click on the like button and subscribe to my channel. This is Ken again, and peace out.